field. Going to line them up off of turn number 4.
Back to the green flag here at 81 Speedway. Rodney Sanders down to the inside of Tyler Davis. Sanders with a much better start this time, as we expected might happen. He'll be door-to-door with Davis down the back straightaway. Race for the top spot on here on the opening circuit as the field works off at turn number 4. Davis, your leader on lap number 1.
Sanders rolls into the second spot. Ingles third. Fuqua now sits in fourth. Matthew Day back to fifth. He's going to come under fire from the 4R of Ramirez. Ramirez will roll by. The DeVolder tries to come with him. Tyler Wolf in tow as well. Meanwhile, back off at turn number 4. Davis continues to lead at the end of lap 2.
Number 1 as Davis leads out in front. Here comes Fuqua, though. Fuqua charging the outside. Darren Fuqua may have something for the 65, and he does down the front straightaway. Phillips was into the wall over in turns 3 and 4 as well. That thing was nearly over on its lid for a moment as Fuqua has taken the lead from Tyler Davis.
Darren Fuqua drove right around the 65. Davis, he's going to try to come back after him, though. Drives to the bottom of turns 3 and 4. Fuqua is going to wound up on the top. Davis will have to tuck back in behind. Fuqua leads lap number 13.
That rut as well just narrowly sneaked beneath the character mark down in turns number 1. Trying to go after your leader out in front of the field. Everybody else trying to stay as clean as possible, racing the track right now. Davis with the lead, Sanders in second. Ramirez
still glued on the backside of the 65 into 3 and 4.
3 wide nearly for the lead. Off of turn number 4, Wolf all the way to the inside. Sanders was through the middle, and Davis is just hitting his marks to the outside that time through 3 and 4. He'll go back to the bottom once again in turns 1 and 2. Sanders will reclaim second from Tyler Wolf. Sanders is pretty quick in spots on the racetrack. He can't just put a good full lap together, it seems, though, in the 20. As Wolf watches there in the third place spot, Mullins and Ebert round out the top 5.
I was going to say, Mullins, I don't know if he's got anything for your front 3, but he's into the top 4 after starting 12th now. He's coming after the 4W, Tyler Wolf, back into turns 3 and 4. Wolf along the bottom, Mullins tiptoeing around the top. Meanwhile,
Sanders will dive down to the inside of the 65 of Tyler Davis. Davis getting the run off down the back straightaway. They'll work through turns 3 and 4 to the checkers. Sanders to the inside of Davis, side by side. He has a shot. Lapped car there as well, but Davis will hang on over Rodney Sanders.
I didn't know how many more times I could hold that wheel around 3 and 4 up top. I knew I couldn't let off the gas because they were coming on the bottom, and they kind of baited me probably. I took the bottom there on that one restart when I got past, and I made sure not to do that again. So I just knew if I stayed in the bottom down there and slowed it down and then just ripped the top as hard as I could, we'd be all right. But I don't know how many more restarts I could have took.
Man, is that the hardest you've had to race in a while?
Yeah, I don't think we've ever got around 81 that hard before. I mean, it was everything I had. I was grabbing hands of wheels when I needed to, and raced with the best guys in the country. They give me room, and Rodney could easily slam the door on me, but he didn't.
This Bills Built race car, Blackout Motorsports chassis, USRA National Championship. You've done everything I think you set out to do at the beginning of the year. Won 2 USMTS races. Hard to imagine it going much better for you.
Yeah, we had about 30 people tell us how stupid we were when we started this year, and I didn't really know what to expect, but this is a badass race car. And, I mean, we've ran it all year, and it ain't slowed down a lick. I got to thank my wife and daughter the most, and my son. They come along with me every weekend, and we don't get to do a lot of things that we probably should, but she lets me do what I do. So I got to thank JR and Katie, FOE Racing, Gerber Collision, TDS Suspension. I talk to Ralphie about 3 times a day, every day, and I wouldn't be where I am without him. So thanks a lot to him. Brandon Givens, I always forget him, one of my best friends, stickers the car about every other week for me, and we fight about every day, but I think it's because we love each other.